Everyone, my name is Emil Sire. I love this feature in n8n. Now I can do vibe coding literally inside n8n. What I want to do now is I have a small workflow here, which I will be using in my workshop on 17th of May. A trigger of a Gmail that triggers and then brings this email for me, and then a Supabase table retrieval that basically checks this Supabase database table called email, and it's just sitting there, this table basically right here. And if it has a matching email ID, it brings it back. But there is a small bummer. I cannot check if that particular Supabase node has any response if I use the normal if conditions. How? I will show you here. If I do this, I don't see any way to get this thing here and check it. And neither I can do this. Like if I take the entire Supabase one, what do I do with this? What is it? Is it an object that exists? If I take object that is empty, doesn't also make any sense. So therefore, I need to do some custom coding. So I'm going to put this if away. I'll need it in a minute. And then I want to do some vibe coding inside n8n. It's amazing. So I don't know anything about coding. I'm Henrik Arpati. And I'm going to take the vibe coding route. I'm going to close my eyes and then speak to my microphone. So can you please write a little bit JavaScript code that would take the input from Supabase 1 node, and then it would check if there are database entries exist. If it exists, then it returns true. If not, then it returns false, with a nice little message that data found and data did not find, or I did not find data, or whatever you think, but you know what I mean. So that's the power of talking to computers. You can talk to them like literally like humans, and this breakthrough happened like literally a couple of years ago, and I'm super thrilled to be at the forefront of this, having a master's degree in AI, building AI applications for the past 3.5 years and so on. Well, I'm going to quickly test it out and see what happens. I'm not going to read the code and see what is the problem. Okay. So it has some problem. I can use their AI tools, but one of the ways that with n8n you can do is like literally take the whole screenshot, go to your ChatGPT, and then paste it there, paste the screenshot in there, and then ask like, can you please quickly check this n8n workflow with this custom node and fix something in this. The JavaScript needs to basically check if there was a database entry. So basically I already kind of see what is the problem. It's just a case sensitivity, Supabase spelled with small and big s, but let's give this a try. And right now my dictation tool is failing. That's okay. Okay. Yep, it failed. Can you please write a JavaScript that would fix this? Meanwhile, it is running. I will quickly see this, because this I think is supposed to be big. And it's still failing. Let the LLM do the job. Human eyes are not. Okay, you encountered error. You cannot find the name of the error. Okay. I think it's not able to find the right still. Okay, let's find out what is the case here. So here it has to be Supabase capital. There we go. It was just a capital thing, maybe quotation mark. But I just want to show you guys the trick. Like you take a screenshot from here, you put it somewhere else, it just magically works. If you are a programmer, you know it like this. then you're in a great blessing. Now you have like literally clean data showing you if the data exists or do not exist. I think this shows the wrong data. It says data exists, but actually data do not exist. This is an actual problem that we can go and fix. So let's see, make sure that the data do not exist here. Let's carry on with this approach here very quickly. I'm gonna take a screenshot from here and describe the problem. Now the issue of not finding the right index was done. In this case, the data exists. Oh, indeed, the data do not exist. Why is it showing it the way around? This is important part. Your logs will end up on the logs. So this code thing, if you master this code thing, you will be really good. So that console log that you are used to can be done now here. Supabase data. Supabase data. And now if I open my console, here I filter for ABC test. My console log literally will show here this thing. Okay, nice. Now I take the screenshot of this entire thing because it has the console log, and I'm gonna use this, and then ChatGPT knows way more about this. I have been doing this with ChatGPT, not yet so much with Claude, but it would be amazing to see if we get some sort of integrations between Claude and n8n so that my n8n workflow can be managed from Claude. It's on a 3.7 or something. So I'm going to copy this entire thing, go over here, paste it. I see things, click things, do things. Most often they work. It didn't work. Let's check it out. Okay. Let's copy this one more time. And still it's giving an error. It's again going with that capital. Okay, the brain of ChatGPT is still with that old one. We need to update it because it's ignoring that data. There we go. So it says the data do not exist. Perfect. Now let's go on with this to the next level. Now I'm going to connect this with this if condition. So with the if condition, and the if condition now has a clear path to saying if data exists, or maybe if this is Boolean is false, if the data do not exist, only then go and store it in the database. And what does the stored database do? If I execute the previous nodes, in storing the database, I will basically take the email ID from here, and then I will basically take this was correct, I think. Yeah, I'll take the entire Gmail JSON from there. So now if I run this for the first time, it should work in the store. For the second time and third time, it should not store it. But right now it's going through. It's not correct. So double check if then it's not correctly done. Why? Because maybe the Supabase retrieval is not working correctly. We need to test this out. Let's check our database. Do we have records here? Yes, we do have records here, but email ID is empty. So let's go and check that out. When I'm storing email ID empty. Okay, then this is my problem. I will fix it like this. Okay, save. Now for the very first time it should work in store. The second time when this trigger runs after 1 minute, it should not go. There we go. You can see that it went to the false route. So that was the power of vibe coding with n8n. Please like, subscribe, and share my content.